Eyewitness News reporter Brittany Nicholson joins us now live with those details. Brittany, what can you tell us?
As you can see behind me, authorities are still over here in the visitor parking lot and are not allowed inside the gates here at the Kilgore plant. I showed you were over here. Authorities were still in the parking lot at the Kilgore plant and were not allowed inside, and right now that is still the case. They are still outside the plant and they are not letting them in. Like I said earlier, the plant site is a little quieter than yesterday, but authorities are still working around the clock to figure out what exactly happened and why they were not allowed inside for hours.
Police say a 16-year-old classmate pulled the trigger. He's in custody tonight. Local law enforcement confirmed this is the first ever shooting at a Jackson Madison County high school. WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News reporter Brittany Nicholson begins our team coverage. She's live at Liberty with details of exactly what happened. Brittany?
Investigators say the shooting happened right here near the principal's office. The shots rang out as fellow students were loading their buses to go home.
Liberty is a very good school. This is unusual.
The school bell rings at Liberty Tech High School Thursday. Moments later, the sound of gunfire.
The victim and suspect, they both are students here, and school had been dismissed, and it happened just right out here in front of the school as school was letting out.
Police say a 16-year-old shot a fellow student once in the left thigh. They believe the 17-year-old victim and the gunman know each other.
We know that this was, the victim was specifically targeted. We are still investigating the motive.
For Betty Purriers, who works in the cafeteria, she now feels unsafe, knowing that a 16-year-old was not only able to get his hands on a deadly weapon, but brought it to school.
People can buy on the streets or anywhere, you know, anywhere.
Jackson Police, Madison County Sheriff's Department, and the Tennessee Highway Patrol all responded to campus immediately and were able to identify, track down, and take the teen into custody quickly. Police say they're always preparing for situations like this one.
We have school shootings that happen all over the country, and we've talked about it in many staff meetings that, you know, it's just a matter of time before it happens here.
Purrier says she hopes Jackson Police and the school work together to increase campus security.
Metal detectives, you know, you ain't gonna stop everything, but you can, you know, kind of slow it down.
Now, investigators say the shooter is being questioned and will spend the night in the Madison County Juvenile Detention Center. The victim is in stable condition at a local hospital. Reporting live in Northeast Jackson, Brittany Nicholson, WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Brittany, thank you for that report.
I spoke with one of Tyrone's fellow Jackson Central Mary students who says that he was a great friend and that the Jackson Central Mary football team will be missing more than just a team player.
The football team will take it hard because, you know, that's everybody on the football team counts as a brother. And everybody that's in the school will think the same too.
Family and friends remember today, not just the amazing person they say Tyrone Sterling was.
He had a good vibe about him. He was like a magnet. He attracted a lot of people to him.
But his passion for football.
He was good. He was excellent. That's all he used to talk about is JCM.
His drive was competitive, and he always tried to push himself hard. Even though he had asthma, he still kept saying that I'm gonna be the best.
And by the best, his aunt says he meant going pro.
Auntie, I get tired of seeing you and my mama struggle. When I get out of high school and I make it to the pro, I'm gonna make sure I buy you and my mama a house, and y'all gonna have everything y'all want. And I said, that's what's up. That's my nephew.
His family says his caring nature is what people will remember most about Tyrone.
When you upset, he make you laugh. And like, you can't be mad at him long.
And his aunt says if she could say one more thing to Tyrone.
Job well done. He was the best nephew God could have ever blessed into my life, and I'm gonna miss him.
Now, some of the students tell me they will be wearing JCM school colors, khaki and green, with Tyrone's number on their backs to school on Monday. In East Jackson, Brittany Nicholson, WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News. Officials say around 6 o'clock tonight, the pilot crash landed into a field and walked to a nearby house. He told first responders he just couldn't see anymore.
I heard a noise outside, didn't know for sure what it was, didn't hear anything else.
Jan Kaufman describes what she heard when this two-seater plane crash landed less than 150 yards from her house.
In a few minutes, there was a knock on the door, and it was a man that said that they had been in a wreck. And of course, we immediately thought it was a car wreck.
But when she saw where the man started leading her, she quickly realized it wasn't a car.
And it was so muddy just trying to get out there. It was really hard.
The sheriff says the plane landed in a lot of mud, which may have prevented the couple from having more serious injuries.
A male pilot, he was fine. He was just walking around talking. He received no injuries. His wife received some injuries.
The extent of her injuries are still not known. The sheriff says she was talking when she left in an ambulance. Officials say the couple was heading from Springfield, Missouri to Florence, Alabama.
Oh, he just said the weather got too bad. He had no visibility. He could see the field. He tried to sit down the field. He got too close and hit the hedgerow.
Kaufman says she's just glad she was close enough to help.
I'm glad it happened where it did, out in the field. I'm glad it was as muddy as it was, because that probably helped with the impact. And I'm just glad we were at home. I'm just glad we were there to be able to help them.
In Chester County, Brittany Nicholson, WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News.